Our second guest speaker of the evening, we've got the one and only paycheck earner, $2,000, Freddie Dowat. He started 1 year ago, almost today, and he's going to be talking to you guys on something that's very near and dear to his heart. Let's give it up for Freddie Dowat. Take your notes out. Take out your notebooks. Let's take some notes.
Perfect. At least I'm not doing the teacup dance.
Yeah, not today. Sorry. If you're ever late to a morning meeting, you'll do the teacup dance.
Gosh.
We have a nice
I missed my
footage.
exit. All right.
Do you want to be the oven today?
No, that was the weirdest teacup song. We don't want you here. We don't allow you. All right, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. So today I'm going to be talking about
You have to be here.
Today, I'm going to be talking about push mindset and finishing strong during your push. So getting in the right mindset for a push is necessary for it to be successful, as we all know. And this only happens with the right preparation. Building up your names list, preparing your goal sharing, and even refreshing yourself on the demo, especially if you haven't done one in a while. So before this push, I spent a lot of time building my names list and was focusing on improving just a few key points in my demo, the intro and close, which helped me to be ready and comfortable even after not having consistent demos for a while during school. Then what follows all of that, which is arguably more important, is your mindset. Now, your mindset, as we know, is going to shape the outcomes of each demo, each phone jam, and each push. If you believe you're going to sell big, then you'll sell big. But if you go into each demo expecting a no sale, then you'll get exactly that. So first is you need to set your intentions before each week, before each day, and before each demo. If you haven't listened to Hal Elrod's closing power talk, go give it a listen tonight. But then second, you need to believe wholeheartedly that you will win. Now, to best explain how to achieve this, I think Alex Hormozi hits it right on the nose. He has this quote where he says, "You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt." Now, for example, to better explain that is I came into this push with a different kind of confidence because I knew I put in the work to build my names list and perfect my demo. I know for a fact that Tark was just as confident because he's done this again and again and again. And Lindley too, as you can tell by the paychecks on the wall, if you can find her, she's done this again and again and again and succeeded again and again and again. You can feel it in the room and you can hear it when you talk to them that there is no doubt in their mind that they're hitting their goals. So then the second part of a push is finishing strong. And I think the best way to put this is to have a mind of a goldfish. Now, we do talk about this a lot here. And if you don't know what it just means that when you have a bad demo, you have to have the memory of a goldfish so that you don't carry any of that negative energy into your next demo. Now, this is key for finishing strong because if you constantly let previous demos weigh you down, it can quickly snowball and can ruin your push mindset that I mentioned earlier. For example, I know Kush started the push with a couple character building days. And despite that, he showed up the same. He phoned just the same and he worked just as hard. And now he's already hit his goal and just pushing to work to go surpass his goal by even more, which is really impressive. But what I believe is that it's just as important to have that goldfish memory on the other side of things as well. Now, when I say that, I mean, when things do go well, you can't dwell on that either. For example, last week was a 5.8K week for me, but it doesn't matter right now. And when I say it doesn't matter, I mean, I still have to keep phoning, I still have to keep selling, and I still have to keep working just as hard as I did last week to hit my goal, regardless of what happened last week, yesterday, or even on my last demo. Now, I mentioned this for when things go well, because comfort is what I like to call the enemy of greatness. If you get comfortable, you won't continue to progress. Just like in sports, when you win a big football game or you win a wrestling match or a softball game, you celebrate, but you still need to practice just as hard the next week so you continue to compete at the same level. So in these final 5 days of your Cabo push or in the next few days of your fast start, I urge you to not let each loss get you too down or let each win get you too high, but just keep pushing.
Let's give it up for Freddie. Steve Goldfish.